So what's happening, guys? Matt here with another video. Today we are doing a quick review on the new rFactor2 multiplayer system, and hopefully we'll give you a quick rundown on how it works and my thoughts on it. So let's jump into it. So when you first load up rFactor2, you'll be greeted with this lovely new purple outlined online box saying new daily races and special events. So when you click into that, you'll see a few more options. So first thing we'll look at is the daily races. Now the daily races work similar to how iRacing works, whereas you have the beginner races, which are, I believe, all the free content. And if you just click view schedule, you can see beginner races every hour on the hour. You'll see that this week's races you have the Tatus FT50 at Taban Raceway, the BMW M2 Cup at Portland International. I believe the M2 was free, but I missed it, so I don't think I can race those ones. And the Radical Rookies at Britannia Ring as well. And you'll see everything highlighted in orange is when the next version of that race is available. Intermediate races are every 2 hours. This is where you start getting onto the paid content side of stuff. So you can see the Bahrain International Circuit, 2 cars available. I believe that's the LMP 3 cars. And then the Touring Car Championship has obviously the BTCC content. And the Advance are every 3 hours at quarter past the hour. These are LMP 2 cars, I believe, this week. So when you come back out of that, you can see the requirements you need to get into intermediate and into advance. The safety rank for intermediate will be silver and gold for the advance. It works in a very similar fashion as to iRacing, where you need to hit certain criteria to get into the bigger cars, which I think is a very good way of doing it. They also have special events. So these are once a week events held. So you can just see this race I don't have access to because I am not the required safety rank, but it is the weekly GT3 Open at Spa, and they also have the Back to School Open, which is the BMW M2 again, which is obviously free if you manage to grab it, and this is at Sebring, which is, I believe, is a paid track. And then you have Career Ladder, which is coming soon. Servers, which is how can everyone used to see multiplayer. No official servers because they are all back in here. Community servers are obviously your league servers, private run servers. And if you want to jump straight into stuff, you can see next beginner event here, next special event there, and it gives you a countdown as to when it's going to start. So when you click on the event, you'll be able to jump in and see that it gives you a brief rundown of what's going on. So how the events work, especially for the beginner races, it'll give you a free track, a free car, and it will tell you practice, it's 7 minutes. It'll give you the weather as well. Again, qualifying is also 7 minutes, and then the race is 16 minutes long. And you can actually see the fastest lap leaderboard, which is quite cool. And you can also see everyone who is registered for it. Now, some of these names can be a little bit questionable because you actually can input your own name if you want to. So, Brody Kostecki, V8 supercar driver. It may well be him. If he is very fast, which is understandable. Graham Carroll as well, also a well-known Bono. Not going to try and butcher his surname, but he's a esports driver, same as James Baldwin, GT3 real life driver and esports driver. And if you scroll down here, you'll notice a lot of names that you may have seen on your TV screen. So we're going to jump into the beginner series. We've got Radical Rookies at Britannia Ring, if that's how you pronounce it. So all you have to do is click on beginner. It will take you to this screen. It will show you all the info you need. Practice 7 minutes, qualify in 7 minutes, race 16 minutes. Just click register, and it will sign you up for the session. So let's get into it. So when it loads you in, you will join straight into the 7-minute practice session. So it's a good time for you to jump out on track and learn. So this is a completely new track for me. I've literally done no practice. Only ever driven these radicals once before, so I wouldn't expect miracles, to be honest. But we're here to just have some fun, show off the new multiplayer system, and see how well it works. So there we go. That is something that happens on every session, I've been told. So now practice is over. It's time to jump out on track and start our qualifying session. You get 7 minutes for qualifying, so there's plenty of time to get a couple of laps in. But slightly different to iRacing, this is almost like a live qualifying session, so there are other cars on track. So that is something you will need to be careful of. There's no just 2 laps and done. Right, so we're on to our first flying lap now. And let's see what sort of time we can put down and how far up the grid we can get. This is quite a tricky track to actually nail. A lot of like sweeping corners. So that is qualifying over now, and as you can see, I'm down to P12. It's not amazing, but first time on this track. Second time using this car, it's not too bad, I guess. So we've got 2 minutes to the start of the race, as shown here. Very similar to iRacing. All you do is just press drive and it'll grid you up. One thing I'm not a fan of though is that you don't really get to see the start lights. So yeah, that's a little issue. You can also turn name labels on and off if you want to. Slightly distracted with them on, to be honest, so I'll turn those off. But yeah, now you just gotta wait for the 2-minute countdown to run down. It does show in the bottom left, but my camera is covering that at the minute, unfortunately. Also, side note, I have no idea how to start these cars, so I'm guessing it's just half throttle and shift up on green. Right, so 10 seconds to go. Looks like everyone is on the grid, and we are about to get started for this race. So yeah, you can just about see the red lights in the distance above that car in front. Terrible start. We've made it. Oh, not too bad of a start actually. Bit of contact between the 2 cars ahead. We managed to hold our position. We're up to P9. A couple of cars ahead are having a little squabble. Oh, I've just hit that guy. The cars do get damaged in these races as well. Oh, we get a nice move up the inside there. Now let's see if we can pull away from the cars behind. We use the cars ahead as our kind of like marker board for when to brake. And try and improve our lap times a little bit. Because we are terrible. It seems to be a fairly chaos-free start to this race, which is always nice in a public lobby. We're not very quick through that first corner. The car behind is gaining on us. He might send one up the inside here. Leaving plenty of room, but he kind of backed out of it. A lot of dust kicked up by the cars ahead. We seem to be keeping with them, you know. Which is amazing for our first time around this track. Oh, I'm running a little bit wide there. I lose a lot of time to the cars ahead and behind. One thing that is good about rFactor, you can push the car to the edge, there is grip, and you will feel the car start to slide out a little bit. But we lose position now after a stupid mistake into that first corner. Yeah, you can drive the car on the edge of the grip, and you can feel where that level is. And keep it there. But one thing you will notice if you're keeping the car on the edge is you will see the tyres start to die off very quickly as you're overdriving the car, and you'll feel the loss of grip. So that we're 6 minutes into the race already. Oh, I've made a mistake. Bit of a sketchy rejoin there, I'll be honest, but that was a terrible mistake from us. Now we've got it all to do. But one thing rFactor does do well is the force feedback physics. You can get a real sense for the grip in the tyre, when the car's understeering, when it's oversteering, what the car's trying to do underneath you, so you can try and make some more accurate inputs into your wheel and your pedals to try and control it. Like when you understeer off like that, you can feel the wheel struggling to turn. One thing that does happen though is that and I'm not really sure what the fix is for it, so if anyone's got the fix for that, please drop it in the comments below. So we're going to come around the final corner now, end our race. It wasn't amazing. We didn't do too well. That spin in the middle of the race kind of cost us a few positions. So yeah, once you finish, you see all the marshals out on the side waving their flags at you. Just pull over and return to the garage. and then you can leave the event. And once you've done that, it will take you back to the main menu. You'll get this sign, generate results, so it'll just be waiting for everyone to leave. It'll tell you where you finish in your race, your gap, your best lap, laps behind, and also your rank. So driver rank and safety rank. You can see, made contact with another vehicle. I don't remember that. Must have been just the tiniest of touches. And race contact with a cone as well. So, not the best. You can click the Instagram results, see how everyone's doing. You see people dropping rank, see people gaining rank. So thank you very much for stopping by. That is the end of the video. Hopefully we'll do some more rFactor2 content soon. Really enjoy the daily races, so hoping to get more time to put into that. And hopefully some of the special events as well. And don't forget to like and subscribe the video. And I will catch you next time.